same. Thank you. Ugh.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness. Where's Barrett?
He's gone. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Got the right of it.
The hunter, But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means...
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their... Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess.
Way, Captain. Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Exploring space, you worry you'll lose people, but this? watched? Doesn't feel the same, does it?
I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
modern master.
That tree's as big as the rock.
Problem?
The colony war. No winners there, just orphans and mourners.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other, even as our universe...
That's not exactly what... Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly...
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it there have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering it. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
You didn't hear this from me? Those ecliptic mercenaries?
Fastest rising corporation in all the 7 systems.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need.
Kay's place is like a second home. Problem is...
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry. Oh, you're not.
Those 100 other people will say the same. Dreams will always be out of reach for those who
Did Keeper Aquilus send you? Oh boy.
Look, I know it sounds...
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both... Our early records are mostly administrative, humanitarian projects. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first at the beginning. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but that's about it.
Let me know if I can help.
Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. She did. God, that was ages ago.
Please have a pleasant day.
I'm surprised I have yet to see the inside of the security office.
You see any heat leeches, you've got our permission to take care of
them. Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike anywhere. Looks like you've got some fines to clear up. Smart move. Now come on. You ever hear that one about the orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff. Keep it moving. Keep your... Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool. I never get to go to space.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. Jokes.
Yeah, these zealots, not really known for their sense of humor.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and that is the truth. No more.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
When you get a moment, can we talk? Here, this is for you. Well, I see your parents didn't skimp on your P's and Q's. I spotted it on our last planetary foray. Hey, I'm gonna pick things up one. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows?
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. You know, MAST, the military headquarters of the entire... See you later.
Don't be stupid! Stop now!
You see security. Don't... You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband... How's the investigation going? Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean... As for why, you can ask Aegis. The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but luckily, we've built... See you later, Captain. Still have questions? Go ahead and... You know, headquarters. Aegis? While we're separate, we do Agent Plato this favor. Well, as for why, you can ask. The whole department, things can be replaced. Luckily, we've built... Let me know if you have any questions.
Security in New Atlantis begins with you. Please report any suspicious activity.
House Faroon. And I don't know much about it. That's how I like it.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. What else did you learn? Yes, what he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Was there anything else? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force. It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the Pilgrim searched for?
This guy's really hard to follow. Can we just get a straight in?
Well, I won't keep you.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. I don't think we're alone. Hey, you dropped it. Wait, you meant to do that? I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time. I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. There needs to be a bigger word than thanks. More than gratitude. And whatever that word is, I feel that way towards you. You and me both. I gotta ask. Why me? It was an impulse. And if it's wrong to ask, sorry. Barrett's been in Constellation so much longer. He's more of a... It's gonna be hard knowing I get to live my life, but his... Wow, for my sake, how are you holding up? I don't blame you. That Hunter bastard's got a... I don't care if he's... Nobody messes... Just bring me along with you. I just want you to know, the only way we're gonna get through this is if we all lean on each other. Just dropping it? You know that's worth something, right?